fall off the bone good. You're going to love these. Today, I'm showing you guys how to make my famous extra crispy chicken wings. These are one of my family's favorites. Hard to believe unless someone watches me cook these that they were shallow fried right on the Blackstone Griddle and not in a deep fryer. These I serve with fried onions and my white barbecue sauce. I cannot wait for you guys to try these. It is finger-licking good. Let me show you how to master the perfect extra crispy chicken wing at home on your Blackstone. I don't know about you, but I don't like chicken wings unless they're extra crispy. Now, I've shared tons of different kinds of chicken wings I like making. Some of them are sauced with things like pickle brine chicken wings or my garlic parm chicken wings. I've got an Old Bay honey, hot honey. One of my favorite dry chicken wings is my thyme chicken wings. Yes, I love myself some chicken wings. Whether you sauce them up or keep them naked, the secret to extra crispy chicken wings starts off with fresh, never frozen wings, or at least if you're buying frozen. Secret number 2 is allowing these to dry out in the refrigerator overnight with baking powder and salt. Using paper towels to initially dry the wings off with paper towels, then add some salt and baking powder, tossing these to coat the chicken wings evenly. I've showed you before how I usually line these up on a cooling rack that's on top of a baking tray. Stick that in the refrigerator in one even layer. However, you can also be lazy like I am often, which means just tossing them in a container or a tray like I'm using and leaving them overnight as long as they're uncovered in the refrigerator so that they can dry out some. Now, the next day when I'm ready to get my chicken wings cooking, I allow them to sit in the kitchen to come to room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes before I bring them outside, which gives me time to make one of my famous barbecue sauces. I used to sell it in jars. It is so delicious. I love this barbecue sauce in a gyro or a gyro on top of pizza, cubing up chicken and griddling it, then bringing it to parties with a big vat of this barbecue sauce is one of my most requested popular recipes that my family asked me to bring to parties. It's always one of the first to go. Now it's so simple to make. Into a large mixing bowl we add mayo, some white wine vinegar, fresh squeezed lemon juice, a little bit of sugar, some salt, and super heavy on the black pepper. Trust me, it's so good. Most importantly, use fresh grated garlic. Don't skip on the fresh garlic. I know I say it all the time, but right here in this one, it is a must. Fresh garlic has a sharper, stronger flavor than jarred, which really is needed for this tangy barbecue sauce. We'll mix this together. This can go in the refrigerator until we're ready to eat. These today are going to be naked, but I do like serving these ones up with fried onions, so I have one large sweet Vidalia onion. We sliced this up right before I'm ready to cook my chicken wings, which again, I let come to room temperature. We drizzle over some neutral oil to coat these nice and thin and evenly. I'm using avocado oil. I've got my griddle mat on my shelf with some spatulas. We'll get our griddle turned on, starting on high heat, which gives me a chance to get this griddle cleaned up. I like to go over it a couple of times with water to steam clean anything that my lazy self might have left behind from my last cook. We'll slide our griddle gate over. This way we don't lose any of our onions or wings in our rear grease drain hole. A little thin layer of avocado oil goes down across the griddle and we'll add those onions. Toss these onions in that oil. Now my griddle at this point is on low heat. We want everything to cook nice and slowly. Once we've got our onions tossed in the oil, we'll slide them to the front of our griddle. Let them cook nice and low and slow, adding our chicken to our griddle. We want this on low heat because we want the chicken, which will start skin side down, to slowly render out its fat. This is going to create that super crispy golden brown color that we all love on a chicken wing. Now between letting them go low and slow to render out their fat, the baking powder trick, allowing them to dry out overnight in the refrigerator. You'll see all of this together creates the most crispy chicken wing on a griddle. It's starting to get that deep golden brown, nice crispy skin. We'll flip these over, drizzle or spray oil as needed throughout this cook. Just make sure you're not rushing the chicken wings, allowing them to cook low and slow. We'll season up our onions with a little bit of salt and pepper, keeping this chicken moving and adding oil as needed. Using some tongs, we'll position the chicken up on each side. This way, the tips and the points and every single inch of this chicken gets a nice chance to shallow fry in the oil. My onions are looking good, so we're gonna remove them for the time being, allowing our chicken to continue frying, which it is cooked at this point, cooked nice and through. However, we're gonna bump our heat up to medium or medium-high heat just for the last few minutes. This is going to get me that extra crispy chicken wing that I like. You can let them go for as long as you like until they achieve the perfect deep color that you're looking for personally. We'll season them up with granulated garlic, some onion powder, a little pinch of salt since we had already added it to our chicken when it sat overnight, some black pepper, add oil if you need for that last couple of minutes as well. I add my fried onions to toss throughout these, which adds even more flavor to these chicken wings, but personally, I just love fried onions and I always think it pairs perfect with this chicken. When it comes time to plate these up, you know me, I always go for a nice cutting board. This one was sent to me from Griddle owner Renelle Shea in Utah. One of the sweetest, most thoughtful gifts ever sent to me. She made it herself. It's one of my favorite family style cutting boards. We have carrots, celery, and of course our white barbecue sauce for dipping these wings into. Fall off the bone. Finger licking good, just like I promised. I just know you guys are gonna love these. I can't get enough of them. They're so crispy, so perfect for any night. I cannot wait for you guys to try these at home. When you make them, post a picture, you know the drill. Tag me Blackstone Betty and tag Blackstone products. We cannot wait to see you guys enjoying these at home off your Blackstone griddle. And until next time, I will see you in my next family style favorite recipe video.